Welcome everybody to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD and Attention Coach Jeff Copper, and we're here today with career counselor and ADHD coach Wilma Fellman. Wilma, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So often when I'm working with those with ADHD and they're talking about careers, we talk about how environment is very, very important and training is very, very important. And all too often you don't really find that out until kind of after you have the job. But you advocate a different strategy for that. Can you tell us about it?
Absolutely. I think it's absolutely essential for our population, those with ADHD, to learn about a job long before they ever interview for it. And we call them information interviews. They are interviews that the job seeker requests. So let's pretend there is no job opening. They call an employer, they say, hello, my name is, I've just graduated from such and such a program with a degree in blah, blah, blah. I have these skills, these abilities, and I'm thinking about doing this kind of work. But it's been suggested to me by a career coach that before I am certain that I'm well suited for that, that I do some information interviews and find out what the job is all about. I have 20 minutes. I have 11 questions and it takes about 20 minutes. Do you have time?
So is it an interview with them about that, or do you actually kind of go on site and then they kind of get involved and kind of walk around and see what's going on?
The best possible way is to go there. That's where you see, hear, feel all of the environmental factors that go into a good match. You hear if it's noisy, you see if it's got buzzing lights, and you can tell a lot by the nonverbal cues that the other people are walking, if they're smiling, if they look very stressed. So just being there gives you a multitude of information.
I just had a little bit of an aha. What you described makes all the sense in the world for me, because you're trying to get as much as you can. Now this is a little bit more extreme, a little bit more distant, but I realized what I learned. When I got out of college, I was kind of trying to interview with Procter & Gamble and Lever Brothers, and part of their process was I actually had to do a ride-along for half a day with a guy. So it wasn't specifically designed, but I ended up experiencing what it was like, and it was very good, because while part of the job I liked, there was a part of it I didn't, and it's more extreme than what you're talking about, but again, it's information before you get in that really gives you some insight, that really makes some sense, that can, hey, this is perfect for me, or this is what I should look out for.
Absolutely. The ride-along is a wonderful way to get, or being there is a wonderful way to get that nonverbal information. Anything that you can do gives you more information than the person who sits at home and wonders if they're well suited to work there.
I also got to believe that sometimes you concoct these ideas in your mind, and when you actually go there and ask the questions, it's very different.
So different. We ask questions like, could you describe a typical day in what you do? What do you like best about what you do? What are the drawbacks? And we don't want to hear that a job that we're thinking about going into has drawbacks, but we also haven't heard of too many jobs that don't have drawbacks.
Yep. So this takes a little bit of effort to go do it, but to me, what's the cost of casting yourself in the wrong job because you didn't do this?
It's a no-lose situation, absolutely no-lose. What you need to do is think of it as an insurance policy, that by the time you get to a real interview where the stakes are, you either get the job or don't get the job that you want very badly, you're going to know why you're well suited for that job, and you can use that information to present to a real employer when the time comes.
Great advice. Wilma, we always thank you for coming on Attention Talk Video. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Take care.